Hello. Hope you can hear me now. Done.
नमस्ते सर।
Namaste.
नमस्कार सर, सबका आपका स्वागत है सिफ्टी बाजार चैनल पे।
Thank you.
थैंक यू सर फॉर एक्सेप्टिंग इनविटेशन और सिफ्टी बाजार चैनल पर आने के लिए और आपका वैल्यूएबल टाइम हमको देने के लिए, उसके लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर।
Thank you very much. Pleasure is mine. Thank you very much.
दोस्तों, आज का वीडियो बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट है क्योंकि आज की वीडियो में हम फायर एंड सेफ्टी एक्सपर्ट मिस्टर प्रबिश एमपी के साथ में है, जिनके साथ हम लोग बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट फायर एंड सेफ्टी के रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर सेशन करेंगे। तो वीडियो को पूरा एंड तक देखना क्योंकि हर एक सेफ्टी पर्सन के लिए और जो इंडस्ट्री में काम करता है उसके लिए जानना बहुत ही जरूरी होता है। तो सर, कैन वी स्टार्ट?
Yeah, please. Thank you very
Okay,
much,
sir.
Hardik, for
So
this
before-
opportunity. Thank you. Please start.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Sir, before we start, can you share your experience to our audience?
Yeah. I am having 13.5 years of experience in HSC field, health safety environment field, and including if you can HFSC, whatever it is in this field. I completed my graduate in BSc. Then I have done my safety course in fire and safety diploma. I have done that. Then I have completed diploma in environmental management also. Then I have done master's business MBA in safety management as a specialization also I have done. I completed NABOSH IGC. So presently I'm just pursuing NABOSH diploma also. I am a lead auditor of ISO 9001, 14001 and 45001 also. Basically 45000 is the new standard which is converted from OSHA's 18001 basically for the safety standard, occupational health and safety standard. So I have worked in various different industries. I worked in, started the career with a road construction project. Then I worked with L&D for a steel plant, a big industrial construction. Then I moved to Qatar for a while for 2 years. There I worked for a marine project where we have to construct new bay for the ships and everything. Then I was in offshore for around almost 9 months, 1 year, where also we are doing an expansion project of an island that was in Abu Dhabi, where we are working in 180 kilometers on offshore. Then I come back to India for a while and I started my own safety training institute, but that didn't gone well. So then I back to track to job. So in 2018 or 12, I think I had just moved to Ahmedabad with the oil and upstream sector, oil and gas drilling sector. In between, I have just moved to Kuwait in 2016. I am doing in oil and gas sector and upstream sector. Only started with a rotation job of 28. At that time, I was giving when my back home, I will be giving the consultancy for a manufacturing company for implementing the safety standards. So that was an automobile industry sector. So that also I have worked. So presently working as a QHSE manager in John Energy Middle East in Kuwait for last 1 year I am here.
Okay, thank you sir.
Thank you very much.
दोस्तों, पूरा एंड तक वीडियो में रहना क्योंकि आज हम प्रबिश सर से बहुत ही अच्छा उनका नॉलेज शेयरिंग मिलेगा हमको और बहुत कुछ हमको आज के सेशन में जानने को मिलेगा। तो सर, आज का Q&A सेशन स्टार्ट करते हैं।
Great, please go ahead.
सर, पहला क्वेश्चन है कि फायर एंड सेफ्टी का कोर्स करने के बाद कौन कौन सा स्कोप रहता है और कौन कौन सी जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी रहती है?
अभी आज का तारीख में फायर एंड सेफ्टी के लिए बहुत अलग अलग तरह का कोर्सेस रहता है. देयर आर डिप्लोमा कोर्सेस कंडक्टेड बाय RLI and CLI, Central Labour Institute and Regional Labour Institutes, where the person can join only after a bachelor's, whether he has to complete a BSc and then he has to be a graduate and BTech, then only he can join over there. Then some of the colleges are come with BTech fire and safety also. For example, in QZAT, Cochin University is having such courses. Nagpur University, where they are having also having a course of BTech in fire engineering, and some of the other colleges, universities also having this course. And another course is having a BSc Fire and Safety, which is basically a 3-year course. Under Gujarat University also in Sanand, we have a Fire and Safety college is available. And in south side also in Tamil Nadu, there are some institutes are available. And some of the colleges started in MTech also, MTech in safety engineering also. Other than that, there are some few ITI courses in fire, as for a fireman courses are available. Also, there are courses available for a small diploma courses. But you see, the problem is that many people are giving a lot of advertisement in Facebooks and everything that you come over here, sit over there, in 6 months you will be becoming a safety officer. That is literally a myth. You will be burning money over there. You will be spending a lot of money over there, but you are not going to be a professional safety officer, or because you will be able to start a career after doing this course. After +2, after 6 months, they will be recruiting as a fireman or as a safety steward. But जिंदगी भर ऐसा ही रहने का ही नहीं है ना. We have to grow on our life. We should have an aim for us. I also started as a HSC officer. Today I am working as a HSC manager. So that is the aim. That is what we are. Everybody is working for. कुछ तो अचीव करने के लिए, कुछ तो मिलने के लिए हम लोग अचीव करते हैं. So whenever you are going for a course, 2 बार 3 बार 5 बार 6 बार इंडस्ट्री में जो आदमी लोग काम करते, because now LinkedIn is a very good social media platform where a lot of HSC professionals are there. You can go and you can just, and there are a lot of people who are ready to support. So you can just go and ask them, okay, I have seen this course. मैं ये किया तो कैसा है, whether I will be able to grow on my career or not. And पुराने में क्या था, पहले में क्या था, there are only HSC profession, like I am a science graduate. So उधर से then I go to HSC field, I was able to build my career. But now the problem is that there are BTech students, or a lot of BTech students are coming out. There may be mechanical, electrical, or anything. And many people, around 10% of that particular category is changing their career to HSC field. So that is also one of the challenges we are having in the field. So those who are doing only a small 1 year or 6 months courses. So before going to join any courses, think wisely and go to that particular courses.
Okay, sir. आज के सेशन का सर दूसरा सवाल है कि सेफ्टी ऑफिसर, सेफ्टी मैनेजर और सेफ्टी हेड, उनकी क्या क्या रोल्स एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी रहती है इंडस्ट्री के अंदर में?
See, now safety international में जाओगा या even India में भी हम लोग अभी देखेगा. So we are not calling as fire or safety. Basically, the department is calling as a QHSC department, or as a HS&F department, or HSCF department, so health, safety, environment and security department, health, safety and fire department, like that. So normally we should not call as a safety professional. We should call ourselves as a HSC professional, so that because we in our job we should be thinking about occupational health also. We have to take care of occupational details also, and we have to take care of the wellness of the people also. So we have to take about the environmental aspects also, and we have to also take about the safety. So basically it is coming as a HSC professional. So there are different levels of people. So basically in India the industries are just developing. It is just starting up. It is a very, very big way to go on safety side also. So in the coming years, there is, and now the government has just consolidated around 18 laws into one single law. So basically, which is having a lot of HSC aspects are covered in that particular activity. And now a lot of international companies are coming to India. So basically, we are having a lot of opportunities for the people because human life definitely matters. So each level में अलग-अलग responsibility. If you are a HSC officer, you will be reporting to a supervisor, or there will be a coordinator, there will be assistant manager, then there will be a vice president. So there are different criteria, different organizations as per the manpower. The HSC department will be having a different organization chart. So safety officer will be having regular duty. He has to participate in the regular day-to-day toolbox meetings and conduct the inspections. So every companies will be having a schedule of inspections. Monday I will be doing a crane inspection. Tuesday I will be doing a fire extinguisher inspection. Then some companies will be having a daily safety observations program. So that particular programs and everything will be there. So the companies will be having such activities. So they will be doing such activities over there as a SSC officer. Then we come to the middle management. Basically, that person may be the gap, the link between the safety officer and maybe the vice president or the HSC manager. His job is to ensure that the things what are planning. The planning is the main part which is going on that area. That management is telling that today we have to do, next week we are going to do a safety month celebrations. So such training materials, presentations, and everything has to be prepared for that activities. And coordinate the activities will be doing on the mid-level activities. At the top level, basically on the manager level or the vice president or whatever the level, which normally on all the companies, this will be reporting to the for the good organizations. This will be reporting to the CEO of the company or the CEO of the company, maybe the director of the company, because HSC's department is differently going to the different route. But a few organizations still have that they will be reporting to the operation department, where there will be a lot of crashes are coming up, where the safety will be basically always a byproduct, not to the thing. The HSC will be coming only on picture if there is any incidents or anything was happening. So such areas, mainly the top level, the top management of HSC persons roles is to collect all the data of the organization, conduct the proper investigations of all the incidents, and share a clear feedback to the management or the directors, the board of directors, so that the yearly plan can be prepared and proper decision can be made for the organization for the betterment.
ओके सर, क्वेश्चन थर्ड है सर कि जब कोई भी सेफ्टी पर्सन एज अ फ्रेशर इंडस्ट्री में ज्वाइन करता है तो उसको कौन कौन से चैलेंजेस फेस करने पड़ते हैं, और जो एक्सपीरियंस सेफ्टी पर्सन रहता है तो उसको कौन कौन से चैलेंजेस रहते हैं काम करने के?
It's a tricky question. So basically, see, there are different categories. If the person is going to an organization where there is an established HSC department, there will be seniors will be there to guide the persons properly. But if there is nobody available in that organization, he will be a new person. Then he has to start from the scratch, and he has to motivate other people. He has to motivate by himself first, because he is going to a new locations. Like it is like a new wedding. Because normally on weddings, the ladies has to come from their home to the boys' home. So basically, it is a new things. They will be take time to adjustment and everything. So unfortunately, we never go to boys has to never go to the girls' home, so they will not have that issues. So it is same like that. It is a new wedding. The person is going to the location, so it will take time. That is basically the critical period for a new person, how he is adapting to the situation and how he is adapting to the organization, how he is learning about his line management, how he is learning about his reporting systems and everything. That will help him to grow further. For an experienced person who is going from one organization to another, before going to an organization, basically after 2 or 3 years, the person is working in an organization, he will be looking for a change. Why he will be looking for a change? He knows that now he cannot grow more. Maybe there is no new organization structures are available. Maybe he's a safety officer for the 3 years, so he will be expecting for an assistant manager post, because the criteria department have different. So basically, that is where the HR department has to play a role and identify which are the organization levels will be equal, so that they can make the positions there, so the person can grow. The person will definitely think for a growth, while he will be thinking that, okay, now this is the maximum I can do over here, so I will be going. So before going to any job change, if you are made a mind that no, within because it is not like that you go to a shop and purchase some material. So you should have plan for your career also when you are going to a change, because it will not happen in one day. You have to plan for at least 3 to 6 months it will take to change. You will be have to update your CV accordingly. You will be have to search for the job opportunities. then you will get a job. Then in the company you are working, there should be a notice period, maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. So that should be the right procedure you should follow as a professional, as a HSC professional. We should follow it. Because why always I'm telling that, because I've seen many people in a sudden day, one day they will vanish without telling anybody. Then after 1 week, we know that he person is joined another company. But we are the professionals telling other people, okay, aisa karo, this is the right way, this is what you should do. So we should follow what we talk. So that is the main thing we should follow there. So that person will be different. When the person has experience, person is going to new organization, he is having some experience because he has worked in an organization. He see different type of people. He knows that how other people are going to behave. So which will be an advantage. But there is some disadvantage also, that if the person is not cope up with the team very fast, that will make his life a little bit difficult. Other than that, there is no other issues.
फाइन सर. फोर्थ क्वेश्चन है सर, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है सेफ्टी पर्सन के लिए, कि सेफ्टी पर्सन जब कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट पे या तो इंडस्ट्री में काम करता है तो उसको बोलते हैं कि ये सेफ्टी वाला काम बंद करवाने के लिए आता है, उसका एक ही काम है काम बंद करने का, वो खाली जूता चप्पल हेलमेट वही देखता है. तो इस प्रकार के जो मिथ्स है उसके बारे में सर आपका क्या कहना है?
See, the problem सच है, वो सच है, क्योंकि the problem क्या है, 90% of the people are looking only for shoe पहना नहीं है, helmet नहीं पहना है. That are the things the people are looking out. As a HSC professional, we should know the part of civil activities. We should know that, we should learn that, we should know the electrical part, we should know the mechanical part, we should know about a vehicle. We should, because HSC is a different thing, because you are going to give a technical advice to the people. ये गलत है. But कभी 90% आदमी लोग है ना, बोलने के लिए डरता है, क्योंकि वो सोचते हैं कि महीने जब बोलेगा तो बैकफायर हो जाएगा, क्योंकि उसको बंदा को नॉलेज नहीं होगा. आगे वाला पूछेगा, 2 सवाल पूछेगा तो डर जाएगा. फिर वो उसका माइंड में क्या, यार मैं क्यों ये सब माथा बूढ़ी में पढ़ने का है, आई डोंट वांट टू बी इन दिस सच सिचुएशंस. सो ओके, लेट प्ले बैक होता है. तो कुछ आदमी लोग रहता है काली नॉट इंटरेक्टिंग विद द पीपल. सो बेसिकली मेरे का मानना यह है कि HSC प्रोफेशनल, वी शुड नो अबाउट ऑल द थिंग्स. वी शुड ट्राई टू लर्न. Read karo. We nowadays people are spending minimum 4 hours in a social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, and YouTube. So in that particular media, there are a lot of things which is available in the internet. If you go to YouTube, you will get a lot of videos about confined space. You will get a lot of videos of electrical safety. You will see a lot of. So we should invest some time for our self-development also. If you are self-developed, you will have self-confidence. So if you have self-confidence, you can stand ahead and you can tell that no, what you are doing is wrong. This is the right way. As per this standard, as per this procedure, as per this number, this is the right way we have to follow. And second thing is that we are not, many of the HSC professionals are not involving with the people. We should work with the people. That may be the job site supervisor, that may be your operation manager, that may be your construction manager, that may be your project manager, that may be the site engineer, that may be your worker. So every level of areas, we should make a alignment with the people. We should have a very good correlation with the people, good coordination with the people. That will help to remove such myth. Because once the persons know that you are going, you are watching, and you are stopping the people before any incident happens. So whenever we are having it, the person should be proactive. We are almost a reactive. We are always in reactive mode, but we should be proactive, and we should implement many things to come up with in proactive things. Why, when I done in all the organization where I work, there are a lot of negativities happen, but by the work, you have to show that no, this can be done like this also. By organizing safety day, organizing environment day, and organizing road safety day, and a lot of activities every month, every day. There are which will not have any money to spend. I remember when I was in one of the company in old days, I used to spend maybe 10 rupees from my pocket. When I go there, I see a person who's wearing a safety belt, I will give to 10 rupees to him. Buy from my pocket. See, that will give an impression that okay, this person is caring others, and it is nothing. It is a small amount. It will be. So that will create a very good positive things on the areas and everything. we can implement new things. And this myth, that is basically a myth the people are telling always. The people are not working on the base. The people are not going to each and every person's. That will be good. As SSC professional, if you are having 1,000 people on your factory or 1,000 on site, you should know the names of the people. Then because you are doing the meetings, एक बंदा को नाम से बुला हुआ ना, उसको इज्जत कितना बढ़ता है. So that things we should develop ourselves. Then definitely this thing will not be an issue.
दोस्तों, प्रभु सर ने बहुत ही एक अच्छी बात की है कि हमको अपने सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट के ऊपर में काम करना है. जब हम सेफ्टी के बारे में सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट करेंगे तो उससे अपना सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ेगा और हमारा जो साइट के ऊपर में नेगेटिविटी है उसको हम पॉजिटिविटी में और पॉजिटिव सेफ्टी कल्चर में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. सेशन का 5वां और आखिरी सवाल है कि सर, बहुत सारे सेफ्टी पर्सन को गल्फ में जाने की इच्छा होती है, ऑयल एंड गैस सेक्टर में काम करने की इच्छा होती है, तो उनको ये सेक्टर में जाने के लिए क्या क्या करना पड़ता है सर?
See, we call as an international market. Gulf basically international market. हमको बोल सकता है. It is not only Gulf, not only the Middle East. There is now Southeastern countries also there, like Singapore, Malaysia. Different countries are there. So basically, international में हम लोग जाएगा. Minimum we should have a minimum experience of 3 years is minimum. That is requiring by all the companies over here. And you should have some international courses also should be completed. You should have a bachelor's. The companies are asking for maybe a bachelor's degree. They are looking for maybe a diploma. Will also find diploma in mechanical, electrical, or whatever it is. Also will be fine. Or any other safety courses you should be completed for a diploma or MTech or BTech or whatever the courses you should be completed. Minimum should be 3 years. You should have the minimum experience. Also, you should record. Nowadays, NEBOSH is actually one of the Middle East countries. NEBOSH and IOSH courses like managing safety and NEBOSH International General Certificate is a requirement for getting a job over here. So the persons, that is what you have to plan your career, what you should be, where you should be after 5 years, where you should be after 8 years. So we have to see when the people started a career on the age of 21 or 22, he don't want to worry about his family. He want getting the money. The people but ash kar paisa pura karta. Okay, एक हफ्ता में हम लोग टूर में जाता है, तो the person will be getting, for example, 5,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees. If 5,000 और टूर में ही चला जाता है, but you should start to put some money for your career development. So once you put 500 rupees every month in for your career development, after 2 years when you open that box, you will be seeing, okay, I have 30,000 rupees. That is enough for doing a NEBOSH course. So you can do the NEBOSH IGC, International General Certificate, is one of the basic requirements for completing to a Gulf country. And see, oil and gas is having different sectors. It is not oil and gas. Oil and gas, there are upstream, downstream, midstream, and everything. Only in the upstream sector where we are having onshore and offshore activity, where the people will be working for 21 days continuously for 12 hours a day without any rest. And in the outside sector, the people will be working for 42 days and 21 days off, or 28 days off. So that is only in the oil field upstream sector. Okay, if you go to the midstream sector and downstream sector where the constructions are happening, or refineries constructions are happening, shutdown projects are happening, where everything is same. So only the thing is you will be getting a weekly off. So that is a normal what we are having in India also, the same activities only in the upstream sector. But that is what you have to, the problem will be that once you enter the upstream sector, you will not be having a go back. So my telling is that because you should have job. If there is a big recession happens, you cannot go to another companies because you will be having experience of 5 years or 10 years, but you are only a oil field person. So they will not be having any construction experience or any other thing. So where with the different certificates, you can prove that no, I have the capabilities, required capabilities to carry out the job. So you have to plan your job and try to work in different industries, construction, manufacturing, and everything. So once you look back on a 10-year of career, you can tell that, okay, I have worked in 2 years in a manufacturing sector. I have worked 2 years in this construction sector. I have worked 3 years in the oil sector. I have worked 2 years for this construction job. So, and if you go to manufacturing, there are a lot of industries. FCMG sector, automobile sector, cement factories, steel factories. So lot of, it's a n number of industry. The one good thing for HSC professional is that you can work on any of the industries. So, but we should plan and try to grab the opportunities, and you should have the mentality to work on all the odd days and odd issues, whatever it is coming.
Okay, sir. थैंक यू सर। ये आज का दोस्तों, ये आज का सेशन था Q&A के बारे में। उम्मीद है आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया होगा, और प्रबीर सर से हमको बहुत ही अच्छा नॉलेज आज सीखने को मिला है, बहुत अच्छा नॉलेज हमको जानने को मिला है। तो थैंक यू वंस अगेन सर फॉर शेयरिंग अस योर वैल्यूएबल knowledge and your valuable experience.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
once
you
again,
very
sir.
much. And all the viewers, please, this is the pandemic. It's a very bad situation. So whenever you are going, when you are going out of your room, ensure that you are wearing a mask, and always maintain social distancing. Social distancing is the only thing which can help everybody. And if you are touching any of the surfaces, ensure that you are cleaning your hands or with a sanitizer or anything. So be safe, take care, all the best.
Okay, thank you sir.